Hey everybody, welcome to homerecordingmadeeasy.com and visionrecordingstudios.com and here on my YouTube channel. And today's video is going to be something a little different. I'm going to tell you all a little story, and I want to kind of categorize this video under the Studio Biz playlist on my YouTube channel, as this is kind of a little bit of an example in a story that will help new studio owners and the importance of what I'm calling customer service or client service, or building good relationships with customers and clients. So I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm doing this right off the cuff, and so if this is not a subject that you're interested in, and you're not a studio owner or trying to be a studio owner in your home studio, or taking in clients and accepting money for either goods or services, and this video probably doesn't apply to you, and you can just head over to one of my other videos if you want to learn about mixing and mastering. But a good portion of the people who subscribe to my channel and who watch my videos and purchase my Made Easy products and Quick Mix products is they're trying to not only get better at making better productions of their own music, but also for clients. And there's also another portion of my audience that that is either currently doing side work and taking money in from clients, or trying to move from a full-time career job, a real job, and move into the recording business on their own. And so this video will help you, hopefully. And so I want to first tell you a story of something that just happened to me in the last 7 days. What started out as a nightmare has turned into something of a positive message, and I thought this would make a good video. So let me just jump in and tell you kind of what happened, and let me tell you how it relates to treating customers and clients if you're a studio owner or someone who is looking to move into this field, or any field where you're dealing with customers and there's money exchanging hands. Okay, so the story is this. So about 35 days ago, I purchased a piece of gear from a company online, and I'm not going to mention the company's name. I will put the link to their website in the description box, and you can go check it out for yourself. But I'm not going to mention their name. It's not a company that I'm very fond of right now. I purchased a piece of gear online from them. The piece of gear that I purchased was a 2 Notes Reload, which is a guitar, power attenuator, load box, and reamping box. I'll put an image of it up on the screen. If you're a guitar player, or if you record guitars in your home studio, you probably know about 2 Notes, the company. They make a great line of studio gear, and one of those pieces of gear is called the Reload. Awesome piece of gear. You should go check it out if you're into recording guitars, or if you're a guitar player. I think you would like it. Anyhow, I bought it online from them, and it was a brand new unit. It wasn't used. It wasn't an auction type thing. It was a brand new unit in the factory box. Comes with a factory warranty, so on and so forth. Paid full price for it. That was the deal. This is the first time I was ever purchasing a piece of gear from this company. And so I went onto their website, found them online. They look like a reputable company, been around a long time. I said, okay, they're the only ones that had this piece of gear in stock, I'll say. Because typically I would buy my gear from Sweetwater.com. I have a good relationship with them, but I needed this gear right away, and they didn't have, Sweetwater didn't have one of these in stock. And so I said, okay, I got to get this right away. Let me jump online and see if I can purchase it from someone else, which is what I did. And I purchased the unit. It came in. Now, keep in mind that this had a 30-day return policy. So I purchased it on March 31st of 2016. On May 5th, which was, 35 days later, the unit had a problem. I went to turn it on, it wouldn't turn on. Something had died in it. Couldn't figure out what was wrong, checked all my connections, checked all of my power connections, so on and so forth. Couldn't get the unit to turn on, wasn't sure what was wrong. Checked the fuse seemed like it was okay. But something had clearly went wrong with the unit. First few times I used it, it worked great, and then it just kind of crapped out. Now the thing about electronics is, if you don't know, usually when electronics are going to fail, they're going to fail in the first 30 to 60 days. If they typically last past 60 days, typically, and I know this is a generalization, usually electronics will last forever. If there's a failure or a bad component, or a component that was on the way out that didn't completely fail inside of the unit, it usually happens in the first 30 or 40 days of use. And it seemed like that's what happened to me. So I was like, oh, that's a bummer. Okay, not that big of a deal. I contacted the company and I said, hey, I purchased this on March 31st. Here's a copy of my receipt. I'm sure you have it on record. And so I need to return this. I realize, I don't want my money back. I just want another working unit. And you can deal with Two Notes, who happens to be a French company out in France. I just wanted to exchange it. That was it. I sent three different emails on 3 days in a row. Never got a response from this company at all. Finally said, well, what's going on here? So I finally, just after emailing saying, hey, what's going on? By the 4th or 5th email, I finally get an email back from someone there, and I'm not going to mention the gentleman's name. It was a nice email, and basically he said to me, we have a 30-day return policy. After 30 days, you need to deal with the manufacturer. And that was it. So I wrote back and I said, well, okay, thanks for answering my 4th email, but this thing is only 33 days old or whatever it is. And your 30-day return policy says that I can return it for a full refund, but I'm not looking for a refund. I just want to exchange it for a good unit. The company I would need to deal with is all the way in France. I'm in the United States. That's going to be a real pain in the butt to deal with. Can you help me somehow? Never responded. 2-3 more emails go by. They don't respond. I finally said, well, these guys are just not, they're not very cool about the situation. So because I bought it from the unit from their website through reverb.com, I contacted Reverb and said, hey, hey, I bought this unit from one of your sellers. They're not very responsive. What's going on here? I'm not looking for my money back. I just want to exchange it. And I've been trying to communicate with this company 3 or 4 times. And I only got 1 email back from them, and they're basically, it's not my problem. It's past the 30 days. Reverb then goes ahead and they call the seller. I guess they have the contact information, speak to somebody. And Reverb writes me back and says, well, there's nothing they can do. It's only a 30-day return policy. Here's a link to the Two Notes website. You can contact them. And I was like, well, okay, I know it's past the 30 days for a refund. All I want you to do is just exchange the unit. This is a brand new unit. It was 33 days old. Come on, step up to the plate. And what made it worse, not so much that it was 3 days past their return policy, or 4 days, I think it was the fact that I couldn't get this company to respond to me. They responded one time to me after, I would say 6 or 7 different emails, which is, during business hours, during working hours, during the course of the week, wasn't over a holiday or over a weekend. They obviously, from the tone that I got from the 1 email I got and the lack of response, they were basically just like, hey, we got your money, it's 30 days, sayonara, you're screwed. Even though they could have easily contacted Two Notes, they could have worked something out they didn't want to. So I said, okay, let me contact Two Notes. They gave me the link. Now this company's out in France. I sent them an email explaining my situation from one of their retailers, how I didn't feel like they were standing behind the product, and I didn't feel like they really cared about me as a customer. All they cared about was getting their money. After 30 days, they could have cared less. While I was waiting for that email to be responded, because I sent it to a company in France, and with the time zone differences and such, I figured it would be a day or 2 before I would hear back, probably. I went and checked the box that it came in, the reload unit, and I wanted to see, I just wanted to see the serial. I think I was looking for the serial number, and what I noticed was on the outer box that this company that I bought the unit from originally had purchased the unit. Again, it was brand new, from another company called Diffusion Audio. I'm not even sure what state Diffusion Audio is in. I'm looking at their website now. I'll put the website on the screen. I highly recommend you go check these guys out, and I'll tell you why. Excuse me, they're somewhere in the United States. And I said, oh, Diffusion Audios, I never heard of them, but this is where the unit originated from. Let me write Diffusion Audio, let me look them up, let me contact them and see, is there anything they can do, or what can they do? Because this company I bought it from had no desire to help me whatsoever. And I got a cold, so I'm doing this with a cold. Excuse me. So anyhow, I wrote Diffusion Audio, and I contacted the customer sales person. His name is Andy. Andy's a great guy. Said to him, hey, here was my experience. Here's what went on. And here was my experience. Here's the company that sold me the unit. They don't want to stand by the unit. They're saying 30 days. You're out of luck. Too bad. Call the manufacturer. Is there any North American service center, anything that you might be able to do to this fella, Andy? Within an hour, I got a response back from Andy from Diffusion Audio. I mean, this guy was the most helpful guy in the world. He said, you know what, Dave, I'm sorry you are having this problem. I will certainly step up and try to help you. I can't believe this happened. He was very apologetic because, I guess he has a relationship with the store that I purchased the unit from, and was very taken back that the guy was, not really, providing good customer service. This guy, Andy, stepped up to the plate, gave me some things to try, communicated with me back and forth on email for 2 straight days. Every time I emailed him, within an hour, I got a response. He finally recommended, Andy did, from Diffusion Audio, that, you know what, let me have one of my service techs look at this. Here's an RMA number. Send it in. It's in Maryland, the service center. I will have my guy bench test to take a look. We'll fix it. We'll take care of you. No problem. Didn't ask me to pay him anything, didn't even mention money or what it was going to cost or anything. He was just stepping up to the plate to say, here you go, send it over, we'll take care of you. Again, I'm sorry that this happened. So I wrote Andy back and said, hey, man, that's very kind of you. You don't have to do this. I didn't buy the unit from you, because they sell this unit on their website as well, but I had no idea who Diffusion Audio was prior to this experience. I said, you're not obligated to do this, Andy. I know that, but again, I thank you so much, because no one was willing to step up to the plate to help me. I thought I was out, almost $800 for this unit at this point with a unit that didn't work. Thank you so much. Andy said, no problem. We're the service center in North America. We would, we're a 2 Notes dealer as well. So we know you have a 2-year manufacturer's warranty. We're gonna process it that way. So I guess what that means is Diffusion Audio and those guys, they're losing some time on the bench with the technician, but if they have to replace the unit, they're gonna make it good with 2 Notes. They're not gonna be out anything. But the point is that this company, Diffusion Audio, and this gentleman, Andy, did not have to do anything to help me. I didn't buy the product from them. They're not obligated to do anything. I explained to him in an email my story of what happened with this other company, and he stepped up to the plate. And I gotta say, Andy, if you're watching this video, thank you so much. You exemplify what customer service really should be. In the meantime, as I was communicating with Andy, I did hear from 2 Notes, the company, from a gentleman named Bruno in tech support. Again, great guy. He emailed me about a day later because of the time zone difference. Said to me, gave me a few things to try. He said, again, we're willing to step up and we'll help you with this. Again, so sorry for your problems with the company that you bought this product from. We take this very seriously. We want to make this right for you, whatever that means. I then told Bruno at 2 Notes, hey, Andy stepped up from Diffusion Audio. They're going to help me. I don't know what your relationship is with them, but they're going to take care of me, but thank you so much. And right now the unit is out at Diffusion Audio being worked on, and they're going to send it back to me free of charge, no shipping, no nothing. So I wanted to, and again, so everything turned out okay in the end, but there's a few things I wanted to kind of point out. And this is obvious for a lot of people, but for some people, maybe not so much if you're not used to dealing with customers. Number one, this company that I bought the unit from originally, and again, their link is in the description. You can go check it out. I'm not going to mention their names. I'm not going to get on here and bash them, but I can tell you I would never buy anything from that company again. They were not very good with customer support or customer service or any kind of response time. They did email me, by the way, once during this whole time, and after they found out, because I let Reverb.com know the steps that I took with Diffusion Audio and with 2 Notes, and I guess maybe Reverb communicated that to this company. As soon as they found out that someone else stepped up, all of a sudden now I'm getting emails going, well, here's our customer service number, give us a call, let's help you. Again, after the fact, because they did a little research on me apparently and knew that I had homerecordingmadeeasy.com. They knew that I had a large following, kind of a large following on YouTube. And I've already posted on my Facebook page to go check out Diffusion Audio. And I think they were trying to do some damage control, thinking that I might give them some bad press. At least that's the impression I got from the guy that I talked over at Reverb.com. And I said, look, I'm not going to put up a video and bash the company. I'm not about bashing people. But in this case, because this kind of ties in to my whole video series on the studio biz and how to get new clients and how to run a studio business or any kind of business for that matter, I felt this was important to point out customer service and what that means. And so let me now tie it back to how this can help you as you're a studio owner. Okay, that was one experience. Company I won't buy from anymore. Another company, Diffusion Audio, and Andy stepping up to the plate, helping out someone that they did not need to help out. Didn't even need to respond to my email, okay? Very, very important. And I'll buy from them. I'll buy something from them in the future. You know, I know I will, just because I want to give them some business, and I want to tell all of you, if you're in the market for some pro audio gear, go out to diffusionaudio.com. I'll put the website up on the screen. Check them out. If you find you need, you know, give them a shot. Give them some love over there, because from what I've seen, they have awesome customer service, and I would recommend them to try them out, just for the fact that they were willing to step up and help someone that they didn't need to step up and help. Okay. So how does this relate to, you know, you working with clients in your home studio business, if you're trying to do that, or if you're already doing that? And so let's move over to the side a little bit and talk about that. So another thing that I notice, and any one of you that has, and a lot of you know this because a lot of you watching this, I guarantee somewhere along the line has either left me a comment on one of my YouTube videos, has either emailed me, texted me, called me, hit me up on Skype. And you know that, and I say this a lot, if you send me an email or if you send a comment on my YouTube page, I answer and I respond to every single comment on my YouTube page, and I respond to every single email. And I usually do it within 24 to 48 hours, 95 or 6% of the time, okay? And that is true. If you send me a question, whether you've purchased one of my products or not, if you just have a question about something you saw on my YouTube channel, you know that I respond to you. I take a lot of pride in that. To me, that is a form of customer service, okay? It's the same as if you had a problem with one of my products and you emailed me and said, look, I'm having a problem, can you help me? I'm there to help you, okay? I don't just say, well, you know, you purchased the product, now you're kind of on your own. I get, from time to time, not very many, because thankfully, Gumroad.com, which is the website that I use to host all my digital products, they have an excellent, service, and it's easily, you purchase something from me through them, you get, you get your downloads right away. Everything usually works pretty seamless. But anytime you're dealing with the internet and downloading digital types of products, especially videos that are high definition, that are large file sizes, you could run into some problems here and then and again. There have been a handful of times where someone made a purchase and didn't receive the download link, which is from Gumroad.com. And you guys will email me and say, hey, I didn't get my link. I jump on that right away. I don't turn you over and say, hey, just go talk to Gumroad. I have nothing to do with it. I don't host the videos. You didn't pay me, you paid them. Go contact Gumroad. I don't ever do that unless it's something that I can't fix. And then I always get involved with Gumroad and customer support to try to help. Because I feel that when you buy something with home recording made easy on it, I'm obligated to make sure you have a good experience. And if you have a problem, I'm there to help you. And the handful of times that has happened over the thousands and thousands of products that I've sold, there's been maybe 6 or 10 times where there was an issue and I got involved right away and I made it right. And whoever had that problem has always said to me, number one, thank you for helping. Number two, I can't believe you responded to me so quickly. And number three, this is great customer service. Thank you so much. And they're very happy. And they, in fact, then go buy more stuff from me because they felt like they had a good experience. And that is super, super important to me. And what I'm trying to, in this ramble, in this rant here, what I'm trying to impress on you, if you work with clients, if you sell products, whether it's physical hardware products or digital products or whatever, or whether you are a recording studio that brings in clients and someone gives you money for either a product or a service, that relationship that you now have to maintain, and that relationship that you're obligated to maintain if you want to have a long-term happy customer base and people who will come back and spend more money with you in the future, it is customer service. It is making that experience personal, making that experience very easy and making it very enjoyable for your client or your customer. Okay, it is super, super important that when you're dealing with customers, when you're dealing with clients, that you go out of your way to make them feel not only like are they getting a great product for the money, but that if there is a problem or if they have a concern, that you're willing to step up and deal with it, even if you technically don't have to, or even if you technically don't have a return policy, or even if you technically have given that particular client more than what they've already paid for. You need to, and what I try to do and what I would impress on you to do, especially if you're new to this business, is you need to go above and beyond the call of duty, as I call it. Okay? That makes a happy experience and a happy customer and a happy client forever. And that's extremely, extremely important, because when you don't get that, like I didn't get when I bought this product from this company, I will never buy from them again. And I know out of the hundreds, if not thousands of people that watch this video over time are going to click on the link and you're going to go see who the company is, you may not buy from them either. Because a lot of you followers that follow me trust that if I tell you something, I'm telling you the truth, and we've developed a relationship. And that company now stands to lose business because of the way they treated me. Now, all they really had to do was just send me a new unit, exchange it out, and deal with 2 notes. And as a legitimate retailer, they could have swapped that unit out. Or if they couldn't do that, at the very least, they should have done what Andy over at Diffusion Audio has done. Dave, let me send it in. We're going to fix this for you, or we're going to send it to our service department, whoever that is, or service company. We're going to have it fixed, or we're going to deal with 2 notes directly. We're going to make this right. It's not like the unit was 120 days old. It was 4 days past the 30 days, or 5 days at most. It was just past the return policy. And again, I wasn't asking for my money back. I was just asking for a unit that worked properly. That's all I had wanted, and I was very nice about it. I wasn't nasty in any of these emails. I was very cordial and polite, just trying to get some help. And thankfully, Andy from Diffusion Audio stepped up to the plate, as well as 2 notes, and they're going to make it right. And those guys are awesome. And again, go check out diffusionaudio.com. Go to 2notes.com and check out all the stuff they have for guitar players and for studio recording of guitars. They got a great line of products, and I think you'll really like it. And again, if you're someone who works with clients, if you're someone who takes money for services, be sure to treat those people right. Be sure that if you're running a YouTube channel and you're doing things like training people and providing products and services, if someone leaves a comment on your YouTube page, you should answer it. If someone sends you an email, you should answer it. Do you need to answer it right away? No. Maybe it takes a couple of days if we're all busy, right? But I can tell you, again, without mentioning names, because I'm not here to bash anybody, there are a lot of home recording, studio training types YouTube channels that are out there. Most of them are much more popular than me and my channel. I'm sure if I mention the names, most of you watching this are faithful subscribers of those people. They're very well known in the home recording circles, okay? I can tell you that 90% of those people over the last couple of years, I've personally have reached out to, I've emailed just to tell them they've done a great job on multiple occasions, just to introduce myself. Didn't want anything from them, wasn't asking them for anything. In some cases, I've even bought some of their products in the past, and I let them know that. Do you know that there's at least 3 of them that not one time have I ever gotten a response from any of them saying, thanks for your support, thanks for buying my products, thanks for the kind words. Hey man, thanks so much. Not once. And that shocked me. And it really, it really made me think about when I started this YouTube channel and when I started trying to, give some knowledge back to the recording musician and the aspiring audio engineer who wants to eventually either do your home studio business part-time, or in a lot of cases, a lot of you guys want to make this a full-time career like I've done, how important it was to make sure that if I was going to start a YouTube channel, or if I was going to start selling products and training services and all those things, that I wanted to make sure that no one would ever post a video like I'm posting right now and say, you know what, this guy over at Home Recording Made Easy, Dave, I've sent him some emails, he never, the service wasn't right, he never responded to me, so on and so forth. I never wanted any of my followers, any of my clients, or my customers ever have that negative feeling about me. And so I make sure I go above and beyond. that I ever am obligated to do to make anyone that watches my channel, whether you've purchased a product from me or not, feel good about the experience and feel like you've gotten something from me of value to you. That's my goal. And I take that very seriously, and that's not just a bunch of smoke being blown up your butt. That is the absolute truth. Because I can tell you that a lot of these people that do what I'm doing here, they say they do that, but I can tell you from personal experience, they don't. And when you send multiple emails or leave multiple comments and you never hear from these people, you say to yourself, how can you get up here and say you really value your viewer base, but you don't respond? Now, I'm sure other people have sent these people emails and they've gotten responses. Maybe it's just my bad luck, but that's how I feel like I'm different here at Home Recording Made Easy. And this whole experience around this defective 2 Notes reload unit that I got, has really made me kind of come around and realize that again, and kind of make me take a step back and take stock in the way I make sure I treat my customers. And it was a good reminder to how important customer service is. So I just wanted to share that experience with you. I know it's a long video. I know a lot of you, some of you probably tuned out, but like I said at the beginning of the video, if you're not interested in hearing one of my rants, tune out, go to the next channel. But if you're someone who trusts in what I'm telling you, or someone who has followed me for a while and has purchased my products and stuff, again, thank you so much. Your support means the world to me, and I hope you never have any problems with any of my products, but if you do, I want you to know that you email me, I will email you back, and I will get involved and I will make it right. That much I can guarantee you 100%. As long as I'm living and breathing, I'm going to be here to support you today, 5 years from now, whatever it is, you buy something from me today. If you have a problem 2 years from now, I'm going to help you. I'm not going to tell you the return policy is worn out. There is no expiration on my policy for helping one of my customers, regardless of whether you ever spent a dime with me or not. Even if it's just watching my YouTube channel, if you have a question, I will answer that question to the best of my ability. Okay? So, customer service, extremely important. Think about it as you're developing your business plans and as you're working with your next set of clients and customers. And sometimes when, clients seem unreasonable and stuff, think about what I'm saying. Think about how if you don't treat that situation right, what that can mean to your future business. Like the link below this video, you could go check it out if you want to. And there's the company that I personally won't buy anything from anymore. So again, for more tips, tricks, concepts, techniques, and training around everything home recording, as well as the recording business itself and how I was able to go from a part-time hobby to a full-time career, go to homerecordingmadeeasy.com. I want to share more of these types of tips with you, more of these kind of behind the scenes and inside scoops with you, because I think that's just as important as learning how to mix a song. Okay? And until next time, this has been Dave with homerecordingmadeeasy.com. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my rant today, and I will speak to you guys all soon. Take care.